Welcome to this video tutorial on how to add your first material in Craftybase. In under 5 minutes, I'll walk you through the Add Material form, explain every field you'll need to track costs and stock, and share tips so your inventory and costing are correct from the start. After watching, you'll have saved material ready to use in recipes, purchases, and manufacturing orders. Adding materials manually gives you immediate control over how each raw input is tracked and valued. You'll define how it's measured, how purchases convert into recipe units, and who you prefer to buy it from, which all feeds straight into cost of goods sold and reorder reports. Let's build one now. To create a new material in Craftybase, you need to click the Materials tab. The Materials page lists every raw material you use for recipes, purchases, and manufactures. In the top right corner of the Materials page, click plus Add Material button. That opens the Add Material form, where you'll enter the material details. The first thing to set up in your material form will be the name, which is what will appear inside recipes, purchase records, and manufacture orders. Use a clear name that will be easy to find. SKU is optional, but very handy. SKUs are fully searchable in Craftybase, and you can include special characters to match your internal codes. For image, click the Image Upload area and select an image file to upload. The image is optional as well, but helpful for visually identifying materials in your list. The Inventoriable section determines whether Craftybase will track this material as stock and include it in COGS when you manufacture. If the material is packaging or something you don't want counted in manufactures, mark it non-inventoriable. Next, let's define your tracking and purchase units. You can enter the tracking unit here. This is the unit that appears as your in-stock amount and the unit used in recipes and manufactures. The purchase unit is the unit you buy the material in. Craftybase will convert purchases into your tracking unit for stock and recipes. Once you set up your units, Craftybase will automatically calculate conversions when units are compatible, for example, kilograms to grams. If the units are not directly convertible, you'll need to add the conversion manually so purchases map to the tracking unit correctly. Next, you can enter your low stock limits. This will tell Craftybase when to flag the material when stock falls below this threshold, so you can reorder before you run out. In the Starting Adjustment section of the material form, the starting quantity will be recorded as a starting adjustment and becomes the current stock on hand for this material. Use this when you're moving stock into Craftybase from another system, or when you want a starting point. The average unit cost is the average unit cost for the starting stock and should include tax, shipping, and discounts. Craftybase uses this value when calculating costs until actual purchase history populates the rolling cost. Be careful when setting starting adjustments. These values form the base of your rolling inventory and cost calculations. At this point, we are almost done. But if you want to be super specific on your materials, please use the Additional Details section. In this section, you will find the bin location that records precisely where the material is stored, so anyone in the workshop can find it quickly. The Category field will help you group similar materials for reporting and filtering. The State field has two options, Active and Archived. You can select one depending on the state of the material. The last stocktake will be set automatically if you use Craftybas's stocktake feature in the future. It's useful for tracking the date of your last physical count. Preferred vendor and vendor code are useful for reorder reports. Your preferred vendor will show up in the reports. And lastly, the description field is for your internal reference only. If you are ready, you can click Save Material to finish, or click Save Material and add another to create more materials. Now, let's review what we learned. Adding a material manually sets up how that raw input will be tracked, converted, and costed in Craftybase. The 3 big benefits are accurate stock and COGS tracking, automatic purchase-to-recipe conversions when units are compatible, and faster reordering and organization with bin locations, categories, and preferred vendors. And that's it. You've added your first material and set it up for use in recipes, purchases, and manufactures. If you have more questions, check the Craftybase knowledge base or contact our support team, and we'll help you finish your setup. Thanks for watching, and happy making!